We Have Concerns is made possible entirely through donations from listeners like you at patreon.com. And one of those patrons, Priscilla McKinney, donated at the highest tier and asked us to let you know about her podcast. It's called Ponderings from the Perch. It's at littlebirdmarketing.com, and it's all about creativity and marketing and culture, and it comes out every other Friday. Thank you, Priscilla, for donating to the show at patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
Wondering how I'm going to make everything about Bloodborne this week?
No, I'm pretty certain you'll be able to do that.
I already just made this episode about Bloodborne.
I know.
Just by saying that.
Listen.
This is We Have Concerns. Your Bloodborne fan cast.
Oh,
Hi, Jeff
man.
Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, Concerned
Hello,
citizens.
Blood Brainiacs, or whatever they're called. I don't know.
That's some good branding off the top of your head. It's really going to foster a sense of community.
Right. We have talked, you and I, often about going to Mars. You're ready.
We talk about it a lot.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
ready. You want to go there.
I'm
you ready for one-way trip?
You're gonna die on Mars. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But yes, we've talked about it before. We've done a couple episodes about Mars One already. Boy, these new findings that you're about to bring up really make me sad because I believe in privately funding a trip to Mars. I really do.
The most high profile of the private funders to Mars is Mars One, the Mars One program. This is an article that was sent to us from Eric Wang, our buddy over on We Have Concerns Show at gmail.com. He sent this article that basically says Mars One is bullshit.
Jesus. Yeah, this is a
not
bummer because this is a guy who was a Mars One candidate who was also a NASA researcher.
Yeah, Dr. Joseph Roche, I believe, Roche. He is an assistant professor at the Trinity College School of Education in Dublin, and he has a PhD in physics and astrophysics.
So this is a dude
Smart
who's
dude.
going to know.
Yeah.
And you feel like this is exactly the guy that you want to apply to Mars One.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want me applying to Mars One, but it's 10,000 me's applying to Mars One.
Well, the bad news is Mars One does want you to apply to Mars One.
I know, but that's the thing, is like you would like to think that Mars One doesn't want 10,000 me's applying, but you also know that people like me are the people that are applying the most. Just some dudes with some Star Trek posters in their house.
Yeah.
Who are like super into 2001 and video games and science and like, I drink my Soylent and I'm going to space.
I can't wait to walk around on Mars and high five people.
So what do you think that you're going to bring to the Mars One mission? Remember that there are only going to be about 6 of you up there for the first run.
Well, I'm going to bring probably my iPod.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring...
That makes sense. You're going to need that.
I'll bring some comic books, probably.
Okay, I mean, I want to remind you, space is sort of limited.
You're saying I should have digital comic books on my iPad? Check. Okay. I'm going to bring some snacks.
It's less about physical. We're going to take care of food. It's less about physical things that you're going to bring with you and more about what do you think you provide as a person.
I get you.
As a person.
Yeah. I have a really large music library on my iPod.
Okay.
And I would share it with
MP3
everybody.
or FLAC?
Well, I'm lossless all the way, man.
Lossless all the way, okay.
Yeah.
That's a negative. Go ahead.
And, I think I would also bring, a deep knowledge of Mars and its history.
Okay, like what?
Well, like the entire John Carpenter series, I'm familiar with on a very deep level.
Holy shit. You're not even a good nerd. It's John Carter, you asshole. John Carpenter.
He did
was
Zombie
Big Trouble
Mars.
in was Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I love that movie as well. That
You're
does.
talking about John Carter of Mars. You have no science background.
John Carpenter, I will
and
point out,
you're
did
not
a
even the whole series. You
Well-
said the whole series. You're the shittiest applicant we've ever had. We've had tons of John Carter fanboys.
All right, you
in.
got me. You got me. I'm not even a nerd. I'm not a real nerd. I did it. You're right. I did the voice. I did the thing. I just want to be part of this.
Are you a physicist?
Yeah.
God damn it, we have so many physicists already.
Oh, come on, man.
No, get out of here.
I want to go to Mars.
All you doctors and shit.
Let me go to Mars.
No, we're sending nerds. All you fucking physicists and chemists and
God.
engineers. No, get out of here. we only want people with custom lightsabers on Mars.
I'll buy one.
It's too late. It's too late. Yeah, but it turns out that that's actually kind of true, is they did want to sucker a lot of nerds in.
It's
According
a
to this guy,
scam.
yeah.
According to this guy, he says basically it's a money-making scam with actual no infrastructure built to actually get anywhere close to Mars. They can't even get off the planet. There's no
You go into the Mars One office and there's just a big tarp over something in the middle. It's like, oh, that's the rocket. No, don't look at the
look
rocket.
under that.
No, don't look under
No,
the
you don't
rocket.
wanna look under
no,
that.
no, we got a lot of plans, a lot of stuff's going on. Just don't look at the rocket.
under that tarp right there?
Yeah, it's under the tarp, but don't look at the rocket. It's a secret rocket.
It seems like a really small rocket.
It's a small rocket right now. It's going to get bigger.
This is just part of the rocket.
This is part of the rocket.
Okay.
You need to give me
Could you give me a glass of water real quick? Hey, there's no rocket under here. There's no rocket. This is like 3 big wheels and a Tinker Toys.
We are using the most efficient engines possible because Power Wheels, they go. You've seen the commercial.
I have.
And they just keep going
How is
forever.
this supposed to get us off the planet? You're cobbling together a bunch of children's toys?
It's powered by dreams and imagination.
Well, now you're talking. That sounds really good.
Let's go to Mars. Am I right?
I have big dreams and a lot of imagination.
Yeah, but no, they have no infrastructure. But we knew that they didn't have a built infrastructure as much as they had plans. They showed us plans. They showed us
Right.
An idea for the capsule. But what they really had were some sketches and an idea to make some money.
Here's what this article says. Here are the facts as we understand them. Mars One has almost no money. Mars One has no contract with private aerospace suppliers who are building technology for future deep space missions. Mars One has no TV production partner. Mars One has no publicly known investment partnerships. And Mars One has no plans for a training facility where its candidates would prepare themselves.
And
for
that's
space travel.
that's huge, especially the aerospace one. I'm not shocked because it was sort of like, we're going to design and build our own capsules. So it was
Right.
kind of like, well, let's design the capsules and then we'll contract with somebody later on to build them. So that doesn't super surprise me. What surprises me is that they had no TV contracts in place, because that was where most of the funding was actually supposed to come from.
Yeah.
Is this reality show of like 6 strangers picked to live in a capsule.
True story.
Right. And but they don't even have that. And then what's really scary is what Joe Roche says happened when they were evaluating candidates.
Yeah, the evaluation process seems, can we say, sketchy at best?
So you go to your own doctor and
Right.
you get a physical. You pay for it out of your own pocket.
Right.
Fine, whatever. Basic physical. Surely there is a follow-up.
There is definitely a follow-up on Skype.
Okay?
It's a 10-minute Skype interview.
To see if you're physically and mentally prepared for the rigorous journey of living with only 5 other people on Mars until the day you die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
10
yeah.
minutes on Skype.
I can tell a lot about somebody from 10 minutes on Skype.
Oh,
though.
yeah. You can tell. You can read volumes in just their facial expression, how they set up their webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether like they do the selfie angle or like a straight on.
Oh,
are they
yeah.
making eye contact.
Oh, come on.
How's their connection? Do they know how to set up a proper Skype connection? Because if not, I cannot trust them
Yeah, what
to
kind
set
of-
up the water supply on Mars.
What kind of internet connection do they have?
Yeah.
Do they pay for the extra bandwidth? Maybe if they didn't, maybe they're not really prepared to be on Mars for that long.
Maybe you don't want to go to Mars today.
Yeah,
if
maybe
you're
if
not
your
gonna
Skype
upgrade.
connection is a little sketchy. I don't know. Maybe what's in the background of their image? Are they well framed? Is their head well framed? Is there a poster in the background? Maybe I can judge their character on.
Like a Star Trek poster?
Yeah, if there's a Star Trek poster,
2001?
maybe they're well
Custom
prepared.
lightsaber?
Here's the bad part.
Oh,
is-
that's not the bad part.
Well, that is a bad part.
Okay.
But another bad part is that it seems like this was all just a scheme to get people to buy shit.
yeah.
Because the way that the applicants were seated in the application process, in the contestant process, really, is there was this point system, this arbitrary point system that was...
Which you fill out IQ tests,
Right.
and you do a lot of physical tests and mental tests, and there's an interview process, and they give you points based on your merit and how good a candidate you're going to be to go to Mars.
Well, it has more to do with how many T-shirts you bought from them.
I'm sorry?
How many little hats you bought from them. You get points by all the stuff. If you've donated money to them, tons of points, bro. So many points.
So Mars One is that 6th grade pyramid scheme magazine drive?
Yeah, it's Scholastic.
Oh no!
Yeah.
They bring everybody who wants to go to Mars into a gym, and some guy gets up in a blazer in no time. And he's like, "Do you guys want to get a pizza party?
Oh,
Do you guys want to go to Mars?
so much!
All you gotta do is sell 70,000 magazine subscriptions to your parents and their friends, and you can die on Mars.
Hey, Dad,
Free pizza."
Dad, I totally forgot to mention this. The deadline is tomorrow. We all have to have sold 70,000 magazine subscriptions by tomorrow to get to Mars. Will you help me go knock on door to door and because I gotta
Really?
sell
The last day? We're waiting until the last day?
Why? I've been putting it off, and I forgot that it's tomorrow. We have to.
If you want to go to Mars,
Uh-huh.
you have to sell your own magazines. We've been through this.
But it's tomorrow, and I feel like I
Fine.
haven't
How
really
many,
done
how many magazine subscriptions do you need?
70,000.
All right, give me 35,000 highlights because your little sister likes that.
Oh yeah, thank
And
you, Dad.
I'll take 35,000 Sports Illustrated, and
Okay.
then get one Home and Garden for your mother.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, I
I
look
love you.
forward to you dying alone on another planet.
You're the best dad I've ever had.
You're a horrible son. But that's the thing. They get all these, and that's why it's such a horrible, horrible scheme. This like hurts my heart because they
Yeah.
took
Something
they
beautiful
took
like
our
dying on
dreams.
Mars.
They took our beautiful dream of dying with 5 people that we don't get along with on
Yeah.
Mars.
Right. How dare they
Obs-
bastardize that? Turn it into something ugly.
How dare you take my dreams of starvation and dehydration and also
Loneliness.
strangling somebody?
Oh yeah. And you turn that into something ugly? How dare you?
How dare you, Mars One? But no, they're taking a certain segment of the population's natural desire to explore our dreams of space, of finding the next thing, and they're just perverting
Well, it's
it.
a scam.
It really is. But it's a scam that affects me.
And
that's why it hurts so much.
That's why I care.
Because it affects people like us.
Well, the article points out that the real bad thing is that these kinds of things get a lot of attention in the media. People hear about them, and then they turn out to be what this looks like it's turning out to be. And then people lose faith in space travel in general,
Yes.
privatized space travel, and even in NASA. So it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of jagoffs who are really just taking advantage of dreams of dying in space.
Really, the big thing that we have yet to accomplish, really the only thing mankind has left, is to die in space. We've
On
done
purpose.
everything else.
Yes. I mean, we've died in space by accident.
Sure.
But we want to die in
We've
space.
killed animals in space.
Oh, yeah, so many.
Dude, I cannot even. We are so good at killing animals in space.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, humanity. Way to kill animals and ourselves on accident. But now it's time to take it to the next inevitable
Now
place.
I want to make the choice to depart this planet and die on another.
I want to look somebody in the eye and say, you're going to die in space. Not today, but in your lifetime.
That's right. Congratulations.
Your
You've
brief-
been selected.
Horrible lifetime.
Yeah. And not because you bought enough things, not because your t-shirt
No,
sales are
I want to know
higher.
that we're sending our best and brightest up there to
That's
die.
right. We want to select the most worthy applicants.
I want to know we're taking the best human specimens,
Yeah.
our best chance at the future, putting them into a metal capsule
sending them as far away from us as we have ever been
to die.
and never come back.
I want to know that that's happening. I want to believe that we can do that.
Yeah.
That we can take the best and brightest of ourselves and remove them entirely.
Completely.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Leaving only me and my iPad and my iPod
Right.
and my custom lightsaber from Disney.
And your lossless music collection. That's what it
That's
should
where
be
I
about.
draw the line, actually. That wasn't just me being like a jerky NASA guy. That was me being real in that bit. Having a lossless music collection is where I draw the line as a human being.
Really? It's one step too far?
That's the fucking line, dude. Do you really lossless? Like really?
I feel
Every
like-
song?
I feel like
every
you
your
would be
song?
the guy that would want that. You would want
Who
music
cares?
to be perfect.
At a certain point, you can't even hear the difference. Come on.
Well, You can't hear the difference.
It's
But
bullshit.
the best and brightest among us
There
can.
are the two biggest scams in human history, Mars One and high quality audiophile equipment. They are on par with one another. I have $1,000 headphone amp that runs into a tube that runs into a receiver that's $13,000 and it all plays lossless audio. That motherfucker probably bought a lot of Mars One t-shirts. That's a dude who's like, oh, well, I gotta go to Mars.
Gullible guy, you're saying.
Is there room for my tube amp in Mars? I want those warm tones. My
Yeah.
headphones were made by a small child in the Himalayan mountains.
Yeah. You're listening to your lossless music in your car with your windows down. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. It's like not. It's
Just
not.
like in the Mars, there's like in the Mars capsule, and just audiophile guy is there, and he's just like, "Where the fuck is all the food? Who threw out the food?
Oh, that was me.
Why? Why? We're here for 3 years. We have to make the food last before we have to land and terraform and colonize before we're gonna have any food."
No, you make solid points, but I have a retort.
I mean, that sounds good.
Control to Major Tom.
Yeah. Isn't that a little on the nose, though?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going for. Is I have a whole mix here of space themes.
It says here that you only have 12 songs.
You hear the quality in that?
All
You hear
this
the
equipment for 12 songs? You threw away 3 years of food? Oh, that theremin really hums, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
God.
beautiful, right?
Yeah.
You can hear the richness.
I feel like I've never heard a theremin before. And my father had a theremin growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you really should have spent more time with your dad.
Uh,
He was always out selling magazine
Magazine
subscriptions.
he and I didn't really get along. This is disappointing. I guess we still have our Lord and Master Elon Musk
Yeah, well, thankfully he'll solve
and
it.
Richard Branson.
Yeah.
I just wish there was something about this that felt like they were putting it in the hands of the scientific community and the community at large, as opposed to like two rich guys deciding the future of space.
I don't think anything's ever gone wrong when just two rich guys decide stuff.
No. Oh, well, you know what? On a long scale, no. Rich guys decided where the trains went. Rich
Right.
guys decided where the roads went, where the automobiles went. And in the long run, I think that did fine. It's just the first 1 or 2 lifetimes after the rich guys make a decision.
Well, a lot of people die.
A lot of people die. A lot of
Mostly the
people wind
poor.
up basically indentured servants to the
Mhm.
rich people. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Maybe that's kind of what this Mars One thing is. It's the indentured servitude of the nerd underclass. It's like,
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
pay a percentage of your wages.
Wait a minute. These people aren't terrible. The scam isn't the scam that we think it is.
What's the scam?
They're taking all of the most annoying fanboys
Sending
and
them-
jettison them off into space.
Well, that's the problem. Is they're not jettisoning anybody into space.
But
They're-
maybe they are. Maybe we just need to like be a little more hush hush on this and let all the pedantic assholes sell T-shirts and go to space.
they're selecting the choicest YouTube commenters.
Like the dudes who get up at Comic-Con and
Ask questions.
and not ask a question
Right.
really
Comment
as
on themselves.
just comment on themselves at
Yeah.
a panel for 3.5
oh,
minutes.
it's excruciating.
Those are the Mars One guys. Maybe they're actually doing us a service. Guys, forget everything we said. Delete this episode. We need you all to support Mars One. We need to take back all the cool shit.
Hey, Simon, I'm going to Mars. All I did was write, "You're a cunt queen" on like 600 YouTube videos, and they picked me.
Wow. Between that and your 12.5-minute video about all the continuity issues in that DLC for the new Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time well spent.
Yeah, man. Thank God. Thank God we have people like you.
Now
Good
I'm
luck
going to
on-
space. I'm living my dream.
You deserve it, man. Nobody deserves it more than you do. Godspeed.
I'll see you never.
I hope so. I really hope so. So yeah, let's all support Mars One. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's do
I
it.
guess we need to support them.
Everybody-
Buy their t-shirts, everybody.
Everybody buy Mars. Find the most annoying Mars One candidate that you can find and buy T-shirts in their name. That's what you do. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Are you super disappointed like we are? Do you feel betrayed? Are you hoping that somebody else is gonna pop up in Mars One's place? Do you
Mars
believe?
2.
Do you
should all-
believe in Musk?
You know what? Maybe this is all just a setup for the sequel.
Maybe this is it. Let us know how you feel on Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff
And
Canada.
you can just tweet your feelings with hashtag believe in Musk. There's no way that can be taken out of context.
No.
And hey, if you're enjoying the show, why not rate it on iTunes?
Oh boy, we certainly do love your 5-star ratings on iTunes. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Don't review the show though.
Oh no.
No,
Don't.
go to iTunes.
Do
leave
people
the
think
5
I'm
stars.
saying review the show when I say put 5 stars on?
I don't know what people think, but all we need is the 5-star.
Yeah.
And then like instead of reviewing the show, maybe tell us if you were going to die on another planet, how would you want to go out?
Oh, I would want to plummet through the clouds of Jupiter.
I'm gonna say drowning on Titan in a methane pool.
Titan, huh? Titan's a moon, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a planet.
Oh. If you're gonna die in space, how you want to die?
Just saying. I'm a pedantic asshole, but it's not a planet.
Congratulations, you've been chosen. You're the last starfighter.
I'm going!